Sorry. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Can someone please confirm that my voice is clear? Am I audible? Can someone please repeat? Is it clear sound?
Yes, can hear, doctor.
And it's clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, is Jerry here? Okay, let's wait another minute. I'm ready to start, but I don't know the procedure. Should I start myself or just wait 3 minutes. Let me confirm from some of our staff. So is Jerry around? Jerry? Okay, so I believe I have to start myself. I was thinking someone will start this session for me to introduce, but let's start. I hope my slides are shared, right? I'm sorry, but I need confirmation. Can someone please confirm by turning your mic on?
Yes, doctor, we can share. We can see your slides.
Yeah, we can see that.
Great. Okay, and anyone from the APU can help me to be the moderator because during I am sharing the full screen slides, I might not be able to accept the audience. So can I make someone the what we call how to make admin or presenter, something like this? Is it possible? You understand what I mean, right? So during my presentation, my screen will be full screen with PowerPoint. So there are people who coming to join, someone has to accept them, admit them from the lobby. So can someone please volunteer to be the let's Dr. Zati, are you free for an hour?
Yes, that Hassan, of course. But I don't know how to change the settings or me to accept the invite.
Can anyone help? Because I used to use Zoom and all other tools for this purpose to creating other, the mod what we call the admin or co-host, something like this. Let me try to make a presenter if you can. Participant role, okay, let's start, and then I think I will try to do it myself if I get the notification. So I hope my front slides is shared. So can I see the view of slides? Is it clear? Yes. So let's start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Dr. Hassan Jamil Sayed. I am a senior lecturer at APU. So today's talk is why OpenStack private clouds are essential for academic research. So before we move forward, I just introduce myself briefly. I did my PhD from University of Malaya in 2019. My research was about the infrastructure of the cloud. So I worked on the private cloud. So that was my first experience. I created the private cloud in the University of Malaya, Faculty of Computing and Informatics. Then I have been publishing, doing research, teaching, conducting the hands-on workshops on OpenStack, teaching AWS and other security-related courses and the modules, different universities. When after completing my PhD, I joined FAST National University, Pakistan. So 3 years I worked there. There was a good exposure of creating private cloud as well. So quick glimpse of some previous workshops. So that was my first experience. He is my mentor, Dr. Anjum. Dr. Anjum introduced the OpenStack to me first time in 2015. I knew nothing about cloud. Honestly, a layman came for the PhD. So Dr. Anjum was my mentor. He's my, uh, I don't have the words. So he basically introduced all these technologies. He already had working cloud in the So then in 2015, I conducted workshop under him. He was the key person. Then after completing my PhD work, I submitted my thesis. So in 2018, I conducted another workshop. Many academics from the Malaysia, all around the world, all around the Malaysia, some people from around the world, some faculty members from Sudan and Saudi Arabia also joined this. Few from the industry became my good friends like Faik. You might not see, his pictures are very small. Someone might recognize him. He was deputy dean that time in UTHM. He is my good friend from Sudan. He is also from UTP. Dr. Salma is now KP, head of the program networks in UMS. So many academics and very good friends of mine still, like this Dr. Hussain. He is in Johor right now. So many of the very good friend I found in this workshop. Then in 2020, during the COVID, you might say, we introduced another workshop in Pakistan when I was in FAST National University. So again, very key person, some network administrators, some professors, they joined. Dr. Gofran, he is PhD and postdoc from Northumbria, UK. He is now head of computer science in FAST National University. I'm missing his name. He is the head of electrical engineering program is FAST National University. So these are some keys which previous glimpse. So let's come to our agenda. So what we are going to do today. So why are we here? So first of all, what is cloud computing? Why private cloud? Then a little introduction of OpenStack, how OpenStack helps in academic research, challenges and solution in private cloud adoption, real world use cases, success stories, and then question answers. Okay, so you can interrupt me during the presentation. You can turn on your mic, ask question. The problem with me, I have only view of Microsoft, or the PowerPoint. So I cannot see the Teams chat messages. So please turn on your mic if you have any questions. So let's start with a question. The question is, did you know that around 79% of academics, they believe that cloud is very good. Cloud is helping them a lot. But the problem is such as cost, staffing, and security remains the one of the among problem, very big problem. Then another report from the Wikipedia 2023, Gartner report says that 200 IT lead, they says that 69% experience budget overrun while they were running on the public cloud. So public clouds are very good, well established, perfect, but concern is money. For the businesses, they suit well, but for the research, academia, and institutions, it's sometimes very expensive. So let's move forward to our talk. So what is cloud computing? So first of all, what cloud computing provides? So in a single sense, we get resources over the internet. So it's nothing changed. Physical servers, big data centers, placed somewhere else, none of our business to installation, management, all these, the look after the cost, the cloud provider going to bear. AWS, Azure, Alibaba, whatever cloud we are using, right? So this is the concept of cloud. So public clouds, you must know these names nowadays. I don't want to waste time on the very basic things, but you should explore yourself if you are new. So what are the private cloud? Private clouds are hosted within the organization or within the organizations, I would say. So on-premises solution works similar facilities as provided by the public clouds. And the big advantage is hybrid cloud. You can mix your public and private cloud. So why cloud is important? Nowadays, we see that everything is moving fast. We are having the very different scenarios. So let me recall and remind you, starting from 2000. So in the year of 2000 or maybe late 90s, we were having the physical on-site server. We used to have email server, database server, proxy servers, all sort of servers. Even all the companies, they should have their own on-premises email server to maintain their email account, to do their things. But first they moved to ISPs. So I myself witnessed this. My first job was in internet service provider. So we manage our, the email server. So our customers, I used to work for WorldCall, is a telco in Pakistan, very good. Nowadays, I think Oman Telecom owns this. So they had a very good infrastructure of fiber optic and the coaxial wire. It's called hybrid network. So we used to have our on-site email server. We used to provide the domain of email to the companies, corporate clients like some TV channels, some big companies. Then we move to the cloud. So all new generation, they never know about this, that there was a time we used to have email server on premises. So everything went on cloud. Now it is Gmail on the back, or it's a Microsoft on the back, or big giant, the email hosting company. Then lately, the database server moved to cloud. All other sort of servers, they moved to cloud. So now everything is going to cloud. But again, cloud is nothing which is not existing. There is some existing servers, right? Someone is managing them. So you have to bear the cost. So why we use cloud? It is scalable. Suppose I give a frequent example in my class. You all know the term 1111, right? So Lazada or Shopee is announcing 1111 big sale. 11:59, just 11 o'clock, the user shoot in exponential, right? So we need exponential, boot up of the backend servers to support all these webs and the API, right? So that is scalability. Then we need a cost efficient. So the cloud provides you pay as you go model. Whatever you spend, whatever you use, you spend. You use 100 servers, you pay for that. You reduce to one server, you pay for one server. So that is called pay as you go model. Then they provide the flexibility. You think of 2000s, year 2003, 4, the IT company, they put a procurement for the server for, extend their businesses to support more, the webs or whatever, or databases. That is goes to procurement, publicize, do the tender, different companies put the tender, one wins, then it start negotiation with the customs to bring the, 200, around 2 million ringgit, suppose the servers, and then it takes around 8 months. It was not possible to just do in minutes. Now it's in the minutes. You just decide, you have, the capital to pay, you just rent whatever you want. So that is the big shift cloud computing has brought us. So now come to why go to the private clouds, why we use private cloud. Before we move, if there are any question regarding the cloud computing, please ask. Anyone has any query, any questions? So let's move. So first of all, we when I'm talking, my talk is perspective of the academics, the institutes. So I belong one of the university. You guys might be from some of the universities as well, maybe someone from the industry. So cost is a big factor when you are going to do research. So now just think some use cases, right? People are doing research on image processing. They need GPU servers, right? Huge computation power. If they go to buy the cloud server with the GPUs, the cost is quite high. And those who do real research, they will agree that Colab is nothing. On Colab, you cannot put big, the image data or all huge computational things. You cannot do from the Colab because free doesn't come free with the all facilities. Is there any question? Someone turned on mic. Okay, so data privacy. So now you have some sensitive data you want to secure and you don't want to put in on the public cloud, and the location you don't know where this public cloud is existed. So you have some concerns. Some of the countries, they have their own privacy policies. Like I started receiving notification from my Google Drive that some of your content is, the violating our security policy. This is a total breach of privacy, you don't think? My file contains some, I teach intrusion detection, and I teach the, some cybersecurity courses, some ethical hacking things. So those files containing these things. So Google Drive start notifying me that your data is breaching our data policy. So you think that it is safe and secure, but it is just a simple text, even not encrypted, placing on the Google Drive, right? So these are the concerns. Suppose you are using the OneDrive, so it's not all encrypted. It's just a plain files you are placing on the OneDrive, or the video files on. You might have noticed we record our meetings, we record our lectures, we place on the Teams, record on the Teams, it goes on the OneDrive. OneDrive start doing analysis. You go to the OneDrive, or what we call the SharePoint, and you see that all the, what we call the text, what is the better word, uh, what is the generated text from the our video, what is called, sorry, I'm missing the word, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? The text script of all video is generated, and OneDrive asks you to, do you want to do some analysis? So it means that data is not secure. Someone can access it. Then customization. So academic workload required flexibility, customization. Suppose I am conducting a lab of 50s or let makes 30. I'm conducting a lab of 30 students. I want to do something on the Linux. I ask a student to install. They are so lazy, they could not install or they are having problems. Troubleshooting is not easy. Well, while the installation has problem, why not? I have a server, I create virtual machines and give them access within the seconds. So let's discuss this issue as well. So we have some customized and flexible load issues. Then internet dependent. Do you believe that you can run your private cloud on local without having internet? That can be possible. Your LAN should be working and your all servers will be accessing. You don't need to go over the internet. Your data will not be going outside of your internal premises. So that is a huge advantage. You are teaching students to use, all sort of services like you want to use, the some SQL services, some, the web services, some combination of all, the scenarios, whatever you have, and that all supported by the cloud, private cloud. So this is the big advantage. So now we come to a little bit introduction. What is OpenStack and where it is used? So open source platform for creating private and hybrid cloud. And today I'm not going in detail of the content of, the infrastructure of OpenStack, services of OpenStack. My focus will be what and how it can help our institutions and universities. And I will try to give some use cases. But maybe if I find some universities interested in the collaboration in the future work, maybe if MDEC, someone listening from the MDEC, he shows interest, I can be the person who can, initiate this to train the people on OpenStack, to teach how to install, how to run all these infrastructures, right? So first of all, who uses it? So NASA everyone knows NASA, right? CERN, Walmart, it's a big, giant, the superstore chain in US, they uses very big telecom companies. You go and search who uses internet on, sorry, who uses OpenStack on ChatGPT or Google. You will find big names like, the China Telecom, Saudi Telecom, Natal in Pakistan, many companies in Malaysia and all over the world. So they are using uh, OpenStack. A big example of, the Massachusetts Open Cloud, MOOC. Everyone knows the MIT, right? A huge, big name. So MIT has a collaborative effort. They have multiple universities and industry partners. They provide a cloud information environment, cloud production environment for the academic research, and they are experimenting the cloud technologies, fostering the innovation using the OpenStack. And if you want, you can go to the OpenStack website, just search the super users. So you will find a list, huge list, who are the users of the OpenStack. Then why OpenStack? So as I mentioned that OpenStack can provide almost everything you think nowadays in the technology. So I will come on this a little bit later. So just have some few more points. Free and open source. Free means you don't need to pay a single penny. You can download, install on your servers. Open source operating system required, you use Ubuntu. On Ubuntu you just create your own private cloud, right? No need for spend a single money. Yes, you need to spend on training, you need to spend on, the train the people to do this. So it's open source. You can do your own modification, whatever customization you need, you can do it. And there is a big huge community to support. If you go to the Open Infra website, they have many projects. OpenStack is one of the project. Open Infra, big community. You post something, there you will get response within 24 hours, right? So highly customizable. You can create two node server, and you can have ISP, internet service provider, like China Telecom, to provide the virtual machine, virtual infrastructure like Saudi Telecom. So think of it, a telecom company running a full ISP and providing the virtual machine and infrastructure in the country running OpenStack. Okay, so that is the strength of OpenStack. No vendor lock-in. You are not bind with some vendors. Like suppose you went to some specific solutions of virtualization. I'm not against any of the vendor, but just giving you the example in the sense of the what is open source and what is vendor lock. So suppose you are using uh, VMware solution. One of my friend, last night I had dinner with the FAST University alumni in Kuala Lumpur. So one of my friend, he worked for uh, a big, the telco in Malaysia. I'm missing the name. Uh, it's our near in technology park. No, no, no. They provide the television and all these services within the TV channels and no, 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 no. So okay, so I'm sorry, my mind is not present. Anyone knows the big television company within our technology park? The name? Not Maxis. Another, Dish and all. Uh, they provide service
It's
over the
Astro,
set.
Astro, doctor. It's
Astro,
Astro.
yes, sorry,
Yes, yes.
sorry. So the one of the high tech, he works in the Astro. He told me that they have deployed virtual machines to support the Astro. So they are running local virtualization, but they are running the VMware. So VMware virtual machine is vendor locked. You cannot export the VM easily. So you have to convert the image to the open source virtual machine image. Then you can export to some public cloud. So these are the some things there. But OpenStack is highly customizable, no vendor lock, support multi-cloud and hybrid cloud solutions. So nowadays things are not in one giant hands. They have to make space for everyone. So OpenStack has its own, big grip on things. So it's grabbing that thing, and the sum of the part accomplished by the AWS. So AWS is our part as well, something from the Azure. So nowadays it's a hybrid cloud, multi-cloud, right? So OpenStack support all these things. So I'm trying to be more concise and easy, but still, if some of the things I'm missing, so please, ask questions or CERN. So suppose CERN is a big European nuclear research project, right? It is also leverages from the OpenStack. So I just touched CERN, NASA, all these things. So why I am referring to these, because when I talk to the people in Malaysia, literally in academia, people don't know the name. People don't know OpenStack. They think it's something obsolete. It's 10-year-old thing. No, it is not. I will give you some example of just recent what OpenStack is doing and how it's gaining its part. So let's quickly go about the research, what we can do. So we can do the high performance computing, HPC, running simultaneous AI model. So this is the most expensive cloud thing if you go for high performance computing HPC. If anyone sitting here with the experimental setup on the HPC, he must know that how expensive it is to get the dedicated bare metal server to run your high performance computing. You can do it on your own. And now there is a myth that every year new servers come, new technologies comes. It's not so new. Think of 2015, 2015 server. I had Core i7, still working perfect. So why should I obsolete every 1 year my servers? So even our institutions, they might be having huge IT layoff servers. You just use those servers to create a big cloud, and that is the beauty of OpenStack. It does not require you to be a huge sophisticated server. OpenStack can work on simple PCs. You can just use some PCs with reasonable RAM, suppose 16 GB RAM and some cores, maybe 16 core server will work fine. And you just combine 10 and that will give you the combined sources. So that is the beauty of clouds. And then data management, sorting your process on the large data sets. Just think, I remember the last TED talk, someone asked question, is it fast to move 1 tera data over the internet or sending it on USB via, the person who drive? Suppose we are sending it to Johor. So which one will be fast? Suppose we are sending 1 terabyte of data over the internet connection and we want to send same data using USB. Which one will go fast? The drive one or the over the internet? Consider 1 terabyte data. I'm expecting one question. Okay, it depends on the bandwidth, right?
Yes.
Right. So
It
suppose I
depends on
give
the internet
you,
connection. Yes.
yes, suppose I give you 10 Mbps. I need someone help. Okay, can someone help me? Because I do this a lot in my class. So I do respect all of you, but I think you are here to help me and to listen. So can someone put this question on ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT, I have a 10 Mbps link and I want to send 1 terabyte of data to some remote location. How long it will take to transfer? 1 terabyte, 10 Mbps link, how long it will take? Ask ChatGPT, please, and give me the answer. Yes. Can anyone help? Your ChatGPT is very slow. Why not I ask myself? Is anyone searching or not? Please help.
Approximately 3 months.
Allah Akbar. 3 months. So you think that how long it will take?
Almost 10 days.
10 days. Okay. So let me search
9.7.
on. Yes, ChatGPT says it's 9.5 days. So just think of it. You are working on a huge data set, not only 1 tera, maybe several tera. Just think of, the weather data of 100 years weather data of Kuala Lumpur. What do you think? It should be several GB, maybe 1 tera, right? So that data required to be computed on the local, that is the most effective way, right? That is the most cost effective way to do it. And also we are very concerned about SDGs right nowadays. So just think of sending your data for several days over the cloud, maybe in Singapore or maybe in China. And then after 2 days, you need it, you again download it. So how much computational cost is charged? Why don't you just save it at your local? So that are many things we can think of, right? So avoid expensive licensing as well. Commercial cloud services, you need everything licensed. Suppose you want to use many softwares over the AWS or Azure, you need licensing, right? So let's move forward. So I think I have already passed 33 minutes. So I will try to give you some demo and some use cases as well. So we move a little bit forward, but I'm just reading out. I hope you all understand. So MIT, Harvard, they are using their AI machine learning research over the OpenStack based cluster. CERN, they have intensive physics simulations on over University of Melbourne, they are doing their bioinformatics cloud hosted labs using overnet. So why not in Malaysia? Why not our university do these research? And I am the example. I have experience. We created a cloud in UM using the OpenStack. So that can be repeated, and it's not obsolete at all. Let's move forward, and I give you examples where OpenStack is nowadays. So that was about research. So now discuss how education can be empowered using the OpenStack. So I am giving you a real case scenario of myself, which I experienced. So I am teaching a subject which involved teaching them the assembly language. So I am using NASM, Net Wide Assembler, and NASM works on Linux. So I need Linux. So I want a consistent code, consistent assembly syntax, and everyone doing on the Linux. So I want them to install Linux. So today it's very fast. So if you are using Windows 11 onward, so they support Linux kernel. So we can install WSL, which is Windows subsystem Linux. So I asked them to install, but I have 5 labs and around 240 students in different, every lab around 30, 40 students. So they are struggling to install simple WSL. And if I could have a private cloud, I could have private cloud. I just has to provide them a virtual machine, and it require me one simple command line to boot, hundreds of virtual machine, and every machine can have different operating system, and they play and destroy, it doesn't matter, it makes no harm. And even they can save the image on their local drive if they want to save their VM. So that is the power of flexibility of the OpenStack. So this is one case of the lab. So now I want to give a little demo, and it is a little bit the recorded demo, and I hope you will listen all, and I hope my system will support this. My apologies.
This is City Campus Cloud is just a basic cloud with 2 nodes. One is a controller node and other is a compute node. So I have already launched one of the instance, which is basically a seed Ubuntu image, which I downloaded from the internet. If any of you have worked with the seed labs, so this is the exact image of seed labs. So you can see this instance I have open in different tabs. So you can go from this, you will click on the instance, and then you will find the console, and then you click on the console, and that separate window will appear, and this is the instance which is running on it. So we can launch an instance from this dashboard as well. When I say instance, it means just a virtual machine. So I'm launching a virtual machine. So for launching an instance, it will ask all the details. Suppose I just put SJ1, and then in the sources, it will be showing me all the the images available. Like suppose we have the seed Ubuntu image, Fedora image, Ubuntu server, Cyrus, all these images. So like suppose we launch an instance on Fedora image, and then we select the flavor. So flavor is like just you provide the resources, what resources you provide for that image. This is called the flavor. So suppose this M1 medium has 1 GB RAM, 10 GB of hard disk. So we can select this. So after that, we need to select the network. So in OpenStack, we have many options. So we have already created a self-service network, which is a virtual private network. And also we have the provided network, which is actually the infrastructure provided by the university. So I just select the self-service network. And then further, in configuration, we need to, because this is a Ubuntu image I downloaded from the Ubuntu website. So this image come with the default login. So to log in this image, we need to change the password. So in configuration, we just run a cloud init, a small script for, let me see that script where I have. So you just write down this configuration like password, my wd, this is the password, and change password on to not expire. So when I launch that instance, so they automatically it will insert this password for that instance. So that image comes with the default login password. So let's see instance launching, and because this instance is also GUI mode, this Fedora image. So I have just launched it on the M1 medium.10. It might fail if this not support. So, but it seems that it's going okay. You can see the IP addresses appear and it's saying it's spawning. So meanwhile, it's spawning. I just show you some more, the features. So in image portion, in image, we can see all the images launch here. Like suppose Cyrus, Fedora GUI. Oh, sorry, I just launched the Fedora with the basic, command line. So it might be okay in a few minutes. It's taking time because these are just basic, machines. So also Ubuntu server, all these images available. Like again, you can see the network topology from this, horizon. So this is just basic, this private network and this is self-service network. I just created two machines, one in front of you and one already created. So this is showing just graph and all this, how it is working. So this basic. And then routers, and actually it is for this specific project. So I have already created all these routers and all these networks. So because of short of time, just showing you the and about your project. This is a demo, right? The browser is still visible.
Okay, so everyone, thank you very much for listening. That was a recorded demo because I was not sure I can show you a quick demo. So now my friend from Pakistan, and he is my very good collaborator as well, Dr. Ghufran Ahmed, and he is just going to briefly introduce the private cloud we deployed at the FAST National University. So Dr. Ghufran, can you hear me?
Yes, Dr. Hassan, thank you.
Can you
Am I
please,
audible?
yes, did you turn on your camera or?
Dr. Hassan, am I audible?
Yes, you do. Is it possible to turn on the camera as well? We can hear
Yes,
you.
Dr. Hassan,
Ghufran.
am I audible to you?
Yes, definitely I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Dr. Hassan, am I audible to you?
Yes, I can hear you. Please start. Dr. Ghufran, I have shared the slide. Please start.
Dr. Hassan.
Yes, I can hear you. Please start. We can hear you.
Am I audible to you?
Yes. I don't know what to do.
Yes, we can hear you, Dr. Ghufran. We can hear you. Dr. Hassan, am I audible to you?
Okay, let me turn on the mic and I call him and just take if he can join again. So sorry to interrupt.
Yes, yes, Dr. Hassan. Okay.
We can hear you. Please start.
I'm first of all, I'm thankful to you to invite me to this very informative workshop.
Please carry on. We can hear you.
Yes. So I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Ghufran Ahmed, and I'm working at FAST National University of Computer.
Yeah, please carry on. You
Yes.
are
Can
audible.
I
We can
start?
hear you. Please carry on.
Okay.
We can hear you.
So at FAST National University of Computer and Emerging Sciences, Karachi, under the supervision of Dr. Hassan Jamil Sayyed, was successfully deployed two OpenStack private clouds, one at the main campus and another at the city campus. This initiative was designed to provide hands-on cloud computing experience for graduate students and enhance our lab infrastructure. One of our key objectives was to teach students how to deploy cloud infrastructure from scratch. We followed official OpenStack deployment methods such as DevStack for quick single node setups, Koala Ansible for production-ready containerized OpenStack Ensemble for flexible multi-node environments. This practical exposure prepares the students for real-world cloud. Our private cloud deployment at FAST National University of Computer Science significantly improved lab efficiency. At FAST here, we have 100 plus students can now create virtual machines instantly without delays.
Yeah, please carry on. We can hear you. Dr. Ghufran,
Yes,
please
sir.
carry on. We
100
are
plus
short of time.
students can now create virtual machines instantly without delays, ensuring smooth execution of cloud-related coursework. This eliminates reliance on external cloud providers, reducing costs and dependencies. So at FAST here, National University, by deploying OpenStack private clouds, we are not only modernize our educational infrastructure, but also empowered students with in-demand cloud computing skills. So Dr. Hassan, could you please go to the next slide?
Yes, already changed. Please carry
Yes.
on.
So our FAST private cloud has played a crucial role in academic research by providing scalable and flexible cloud computing resources. This infrastructure has been instrumental in supporting PhD and MS research projects, offering a robust platform for experiments, simulations, and large-scale data analysis. Currently at FAST, we have 3 PhD students who are utilizing our private cloud for their research, for focusing on areas such as cloud computing, AI, ML, and IoT. So here at FAST, tens of ML students have completed their thesis using these private cloud resources, enabling them to conduct real-world experiments and simulation with ease. So our private cloud provides researchers with high-performance virtual machines, removing hardware constraints and allowing seamless execution of complex computational tasks. This has significantly benefited AI ML model training, IoT infrastructure deployment, development, networking simulations, and federated learning applications. So we have quite few publications, and Dr. Hassan was the author of all these publications. So the research conducted here using our private cloud has led to multiple publications in reputed journals and conferences. So I would request Dr. Hassan to show some of the journal publications.
Yes, already displaying, yes.
So one of the publication is detection of botnet in the IoT network. Another was published in at IEEE Access, securing the shared kernel, exploring kernel isolation, and emerging challenges in modern cloud computing. So it's all from my side. Dr. Hassan, over to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gufran, and I apologize all of you about the interrupt. I think he might be quite early in Pakistan. It's around, I think, 9 a.m., so he might be traveling or something like this. So let's move quickly, and we have less time left. So I would give you some time for the questions. So I'm just skipping some of the things, just quick. I'm going to. So what are the challenges? I already mentioned that skill gap. We need academics to get skilled. We need infrastructure to be set up, and we need some management of complexity requirement, ID admin support. All these are the complexities and the problems. Honestly, I experienced myself 3 different universities, a lot of struggling with the IT staff to get this setup ready. It's very difficult to get the right person to help us to install all these things. But still, it is possible, and we did it. So let's move to quick where we are. So I want you to go through and see this. What is Loki? Anyone introduced with Loki previous? It's Linux, OpenStack, Kubernetes infrastructure. Anyone heard this before? So by the time when the Kubernetes start and the microservices, and it's not new, around 10 years ago, they launched as well. So people thought that there is a fight between OpenStack and the Kubernetes because the virtual machine versus the microservices, but it was not like that. So this is the huge successful use case of this. And I'm short of time, so I will share this link. You guys can go and watch this YouTube video, which is 2022, not 2025, and that has on start. So you just go on the Google or ChatGPT, ask who is deploying Loki, Linux, OpenStack, Kubernetes infrastructure, and you will find big telcos like China Telecom, Saudi Telecom. I just mentioned the name of Nayatel in Pakistan. So many big giants are using it. Solution and best practice training, right? We need to set up the training, certification. Government universities and public sector universities need to go collaboration. We should start this initiative in Malaysia. Hybrid approach, we cannot avoid AWS, we cannot avoid Alibaba, we cannot avoid Azure. We will do all this with multi-cloud, hybrid cloud. What is the leverage? OpenStack has a huge community, big community. Go to the OpenStack website, see who are the supporters. All big giants are the super users of OpenStack or silver user or other way they are supporting, right? So now how to get started? So first of all, try with your own virtual machine, try DevStack, MicroStack. It's very simple. In one first, it can be installed on single system. You can try specifically the developers, those who want to develop apps for the cloud. They can use this DevStack. University pilot projects. I am myself present free of cost to you. Whoever university want to install private cloud, I will supervise. I will guide them from scratch. But I need your team to work under me on those things. I will not be the labor. Okay. So next, use OpenStack lab services. Once installed, you can use a lot of things. And OpenStack has already established lab. So go and do these labs. And then join the community. Everyone can do OpenStack. It's free of cost. All trainings you can find on YouTube. Many things free of cost. Or if you are enthusiastic, so you can find corporate involved in it. You can find corporate trainings. I have provided trainings which is somewhere free, somewhere very small cost, but if you find on US, it's around US dollar training. So but we can initiate in academia with the minimum cost. So I volunteer myself for this purpose. Okay, so I think I just should finish here. I wanted to create a poll which was not possible for me earlier. So I think on quick chat I can share a poll using the I think we have some tools in the Teams. Poly. So let's see if I can quickly use Poly to ask question, because I want to know how many of you have. Okay, just a simple question. I write this question. You have to write yes or no. So my question is, did you know about OpenStack before? Just write yes or no. Please participate. I want to make a simple survey that who I had been to talking. So those who are very first time with OpenStack, just say no. Those who already had some exposure, say yes, so that I can make mind for the next talk. Okay, and then next, it's open for the discussion. Everyone is allowed to open the mic and ask questions, please. We just try to conclude in 5. Oh, I don't know how much time we have. Is there any restriction strictly, or if not, then I'm happy to answer. Please ask questions if you have any, or just share your thoughts. What do you think about today's talk? It's open. Anything you can talk. I think you guys can turn on your mic. No restriction, right? So please, if anyone want to make any question, any thoughts, anything, please open for the questions or any comments regarding this talk. Appreciate it.
Yes, I think it is very beneficial for, especially for the institutions, and rather than to go for the public clouds where we have more limitations, so we can go for the private clouds, and we so that we can have more control and we can manage the things more efficiently than the public clouds. So I would prefer the private clouds in the institution, especially.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Ghaffan. Thanks. Okay, so if there is no question, then we can conclude. No more question, right? So thank you very much, all of you, for joining this session and sparing your whole hour. And you can contact me anytime. I was so lazy to bring some ready to go things. You can just search my name with the APU. You will find my LinkedIn profile, or you can see this profile now. Let me go back to this slide. Let me copy this and paste for you. So those who want to get in touch other than APU staff might already know me. So please click on my LinkedIn profile, send your invitation, join me, and we can discuss further for the future collaborations. So thank you very much all, and have a nice day. Bye now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And,
Thank you.
It was a fantastic experience, and thank you so much
Thank you,
for you,
Dr.
because
Hassan. Thank
we
you.
got some idea about the open source and cost-effective OpenStack platform. Thank you so much for that.
You are welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. This was very informative for us.
You are welcome. Thank you.